Hello. Alright, looks like we have a game, and it's not against Chaos Dwarfs, it is against Necromantic. Alright, let's have a look at what they've got going on. Alright. Yep, looks pretty good. It's fairly even record. Okay, we have the money. Do we dare get a wizard here? I think so, because obviously bribing and fouling is less effective against them. Just out of curiosity. Okay, you can only push them, you can only give them a first level. Okay. We'll get a wizard then. I think if we could get it like where we could get a level 2 where they had block and tackle, I think that might be worth it. Yeah. I think there are times where, so I suppose you could look at that as an alternative to a bribe. You could look into a dirty player lineman, because our linemen are only 60, so you'd be paying like a... No, because they are more expensive already, so I think you'd be paying like 130. I don't know, you might just be better off with a bribe and a babe. But I can see dipping into... say you were playing Dark Elves, right? And you came up against Amazons, and you were missing a blitzer, where you could hire a blitzer and give him tackle, and I feel like that would be pretty solid. So situations like that where you can pick up a skill that your team doesn't have that is going to be really good against that team. Picking up a guard maybe for some teams might be nice as well. Let's see. Let's go on defense. We got the wizard. We're down to 11 players, so this game could go south pretty fast. Let's pop in our guys up here. No. Okay, yeah, that guy's got... Yeah, they've got a good team. I fear this is going to be a tough one. Let's actually do this the other way around, because if we want a blitz to go off, we'd rather it was... We'd rather it was a non-block one. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Gonna come in with no preconceptions. You know, I've been thinking about our run and how bad it's been. Up till, I mean, in fairness, the last few games, obviously we've begun to, you know, like lean a bit more back into the positive. But it's been a long run of not being positive, right? And outside of, you know I have felt like we've had a rough time of it, but at the same time, we're also playing a team that we don't know very well. So this is a team that I am by no means familiar with. So, you know, we're not going to play optimally. So, you know, I suppose I should give a little nod towards that. I feel like a bribe probably works for them better, but we'll see, I guess. kept their wolves pretty far back. I would have expected one of those to be coming in at us, but I guess maybe this guy's going to do the blitz. Oh boy, this is going to be a long game. Alright, I do like that. Because let's face it, Cornelius was probably... Well, he might come through for a werewolf blitz. Oh, he's going for the 1 dice. Oh, why do they never roll a skull on? Oh boy, okay. Never mind, he effectively rolled a skull on it because he re-rolled it anyway. So I think this is because he wants to make use of that bribe. Does he have... He's got to have a dirty player. He's going for the foul first. Boy, this is really throwing me off here. I suppose the ball is protected. Alright, so they've used their bribe, which is nice. It did work, which is less good, but... that was... Imagine if that bribe hadn't worked. Ooh, we'd be right up in their grill. We wouldn't be able to get the ball, but... Alright, yeah, they got good skills in everybody, so this is a well-built team, in all honesty. I don't think I have an issue with any of the skills. No, I don't. This is very nicely built. You could argue for piling on this guy, just to be extra cruel, but, I mean, you have the wolves for armor breaking too, so it's not like they're lacking danger. Let's see. I guess we're going to try and take a hit on this guy, seeing as we can't get away from him. Okay, not quite what we were after. But it does mean he has to get up to do a block. We can't really foul that either, unfortunately. Okay, we're just going to leave it there, I think. So he may still continue to foul. The other one skill that you could maybe argue for is one of the zombies having dirty player, but honestly, as that's probably something that other people would argue. I'm not big on dirty player, so I would not really argue that. I like block. I would probably take it late on, like maybe the next one that levels up, because you've got 3 blockers now. That's pretty solid. I think the last one I would take a dirty player, maybe. But yeah, skill-wise, this team is I would love to be playing with it. I feel like it's got a lot of danger. You've got the right skills on the right players, and this guy is amazing. He's a surf machine. Interesting. We still don't have tackle. I mean, that's madness. A lot of that is just that we can't level up anybody past level 2. We'd really like Rutherford to get it, but he has not done anything for a good long while now. Okay, so I guess we're just going to blitz this guy. Okay, getting some SPP now. This team is... we're kicking off. I know it's a regen, but it's still nice for this half, right? It might be enough to dissuade them of going around the corner. Okay, let's see if we can actually block here. Oh, that'll do, I guess. Okay. Not too bad. I say not too bad. Overall, that was pretty solid. I mean, we got a guy off, even if it's just temporary, so we can't really complain about that, can we? Yeah, you need another assist in here. Well, yeah, you need it just to stop the frenzy trap, if nothing else. Because you can come in this way, but obviously the second block will turn into 1 dice. That'll sort you out. Wonder if he's gonna move this way. The bear is in a nice place for that. Okay, Benedict down. Is Benedict out? Just temporarily. Nah, the wolf can dodge away. That's the nice thing about agility 4 as well, is the frenzy doesn't kind of get you into as many problems. Looks like he's staying. Oh, he did stun us, so he doesn't have to worry about the... And plus he has guard here, so he doesn't really have to worry about the retaliation block. And he is changing sides. I guess this wolf might go here. This guy will go, like, here or something. The change of sides is not too worrying for us. We're a relatively adaptable team, speed-wise. So he's just using this guy to pin the bear in place, so I can't get the bear kind of in annoying places. Oh, I forgot I had the wizard as well. Not that we would have used it yet, but he has given us a little cluster of 5 high-value players here. If we dared to use a fireball. I mean, it's tempting, honestly, but once I use it, the threat of it is gone, right? So... But if it's effective, I think we do it. I hate to say it, but let's face it. So we do it just here. See what happens. Okay, that's not too bad. Can we get anything out of this? Our guard is very far away. Could get the guard in here. Let's see if I got the guard in here. Well, I could get the guard in here as well. I just don't know if I have anybody to come round. Oh, you have wrestle. Okay, you could have a go at this. It's going to be a 1 dice. Taking too long here. Should have got people up first. Okay, let's get some guys up. Could also use this guy, but I don't think I have a solid place to jump. I don't think this is going to work. Because this is a 2 dice against still. Okay, there we go. Oof. Okay, yeah, not really very good there. we were really trying to make use of something that didn't, you know, work as well as we had hoped it would. And there we go. Okay, we'll take that, I guess. Now, we have obviously made it so he can block our entire team down, so this could be a painful retaliation. I think I just wanted to try and make something out of the fireball, and I guess we got a 1 dice block with wrestle on it, which is nice. But let's see how much of our team is left after this go, because it might not be as much as we'd like. Okay, that does release Caspian. We do have our wrestle kind of hovering as well in a place where he could be more useful. I guess maybe I should have tried to make sure that our team was in a better position to make use of that. Oh, Rafferty. That's not good. Oh, not another movement. Oh boy, this team is determined to just die horribly at every opportunity. So the reason I did that is because we don't have anybody on the field who is like a superstar to try and save, so I was trying to save the game instead. But our appos have been rolling into worse things recently. Or the same. I don't, off the top of my head, remember the last game we had a good Apo, but it's probably not too far away. But I know the last 2 games our Apos have not helped at all. Okay, so that kind of lesson. We really need another guard so that we don't have to rely on Valentino every single, you know, every single time. And I don't think that was a terrible Apo in the sense that, like, we only have 11 players as well, so trying to keep your skill players in the game is a big deal, especially early on. Do have a jump up block here. And we do have a potential assist here. So we can get our assist here. We just gotta... How would this guy come in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't do that. And removing this guy doesn't really help because he's not going to get out of our way. Let's get you back. I mean, that's theoretically possible. Maybe I just wait till we get our guard back to try something. Oh, you've already moved. Okay, I guess you're going. Yep, as expected. May as well get a block on this guy, see if we can do some damage. Nope. Okay, leap's going well at least. Alright, let's see what we can do this turn. Did we blitz? I meant to blitz. I think I meant to blitz with this guy. Doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, Cornelius needs to stun this guy and then come back in, but unfortunately what he's done instead is nothing. I should remember that bribe as well. So do I feel like the wizard was a wasted use? I mean, it was a waste in the sense that we didn't end up getting the ball free, but I think it could have been high impact. I mean, it also didn't remove anybody, which hitting 5 people, you'd kind of cross your fingers that it would. But it's the nature of wizards, right? They're useless. So now we're 2 down. He's currently 2 down. Player advantage is gone. This is why we need a strip ball. At this point, it's honestly tempting just to get strip ball on, you know, whoever. Are you anywhere near? Yeah, you're near. We got some guys near good places. Hang on, is he just leaving this guy? Oh no. Yeah, he kind of is. Well, I guess he'll GFI this guy back, maybe? No, he's just... Interesting. I wish he was standing up. We don't need guard though, do we? Let's get you back in position. Can I get you doing something useful? Nope. I'm just trying to work this out because we do 1, 2, but then if we're here, we get in our... This is kind of awkward. But I think we're going to have to blitz from this direction. I mean, assuming we get down here, okay? Which is asking a lot. Come on, this is your big chance, Rutherford. Oh dear. I mean, he really left himself open there. Like, he really. This is kind of interesting. I don't think there's any reason why he needed to do this, and we had a potential 2-dice wrestle on him. With guys who could come in to help mop up. With dodges, in fairness. But we won this. We won this, and I guess we maybe 2'd that, did we? Nope. We won that as well. Not that it matters. A 2 would have failed as well. Okay, so he's going to have this guy free and this guy free. And this guy free. To do some work. He can probably secure the ball a little better. We've used our second to last reroll now. Alright, firing's fine. I mean, apart from being injured. That's a bit of a disaster. I wish we had more block on this team, I really do. So he's going for the surf here. Of course those GFIs can be tricky, but he's done well so far. Well, off we go. Would I have taken the wrestle there? I don't know, maybe. So where are you going to go? I assume you're going to get out. Well... Oh, he's going in. This happened last game as well, didn't it? Well, I guess we'll see if we can make anything happen of it this time. We did last time. We are down 2 blitzers and a catcher, of course. Because why not? I think, you know what, I think the thing with Kislev is they're a really good team when they do what you need them to do. But I think the difference is where when you're elves, even when they don't do, or when you're a bash team, like the two kind of like opposite ends of the spectrum, when they do badly, they do like really badly. Let's see, we kind of do need it to be you, probably. I'll come back to that thought in a second. Honestly, I don't think it's even worth trying to knock those guys over. It doesn't really gain you a whole lot. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We've got 3 turns. But yeah, when elves go wrong, they often have a much better chance of recovering, right? Let's see. Yeah, I guess it should be you. It gets them further up the field at least. So let's see. We will attempt. We should put in a little protection because we know how things are liable to go here. Let's try and hit this guy, eh? What could go wrong? Nothing. We should try and pick up the ball. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Get him. Good bear. Yeah, and obviously when your blocking goes wrong, it's often not as much of a problem. Whereas Kislev, when it goes wrong, because you don't have a high agility team and you don't have a high bash team, you often can't recover that well. Obviously our best thing is our catches are our best recovery guys, and they do sometimes work, but you have to roll a lot more dice with them. Bash teams are long-term the most reliable, of course. Because they don't break as often either, and they break the other team more. But yeah, I think Kislev just, when they start struggling, they just keep struggling. Or just push us in here. Okay, Claw not doing anything is nice. So what are they going to level this guy up with? Because he's pretty much good as is. I'm not sure. Well, that's just not cool, is it? And this guy having agility obviously means that trying to run through with the ball is not safe either. Although maybe pushing up this way might be a way to go. Yeah, I think because he's got the majority of his team on the other side. Oh, it's already a GFI. I guess you better do it. Just worry about not having blocks sometimes. Alright, so this is going to be one of the dodgier run-throughs in history. Because we don't really have anybody to do it with, and... Ay, ay, ay. Okay, you are moving last if you get the chance. I mean, here's the thing about what we're about to do. It's not safe. That's a bad start. Okay, definitely better. Okay, a risky time. Just looking for a push there. Because if we pushed him, we can run up here, run into here, and then do a jump over to here and block this guy off as well. Still, we've, as of right now, we have two guys in scoring position. The downside of having this guy here is that he can knock him over, so we'll unlikely have two guys in scoring position. But hey, he could quad skull. Oof. The other nice thing about that was this guy would have been in scoring range. Well, yeah. Trying to, you know, just trying to assess the game. I think as of right now, you know, my assessment is not good on how I've played. I mean, situation is a situation. I think I could have played it better though. I think I've sort of run out of ideas for bash teams though. And Necromantic isn't necessarily full on a bash team, but at this stage, this team is. Early on, they're not really a bash team, they're kind of a hybrid, but he's got to the point in the team where they have become a hybrid. I mean, they've become a bash team because they've got lots of guard, lots of mighty blow, and some claw. Oh, you had to be on movement 5, didn't you? There was a very slim chance I could have pushed this guy into range. If he was, because like I'd have had to do a chain push, which I could have... Let's see, could I have done a chain? Yeah. Yeah, I'd have had to have somebody here and then push this guy into the... It would have been hard, let's be honest. So under these circumstances, what can I do? I think there's only one thing to do. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm just calling it there. We got a guy back. Who are we missing? Missing our guard. That's a bad sign. Alright, so what we're going to go for here, we're down 2 catches, which is really bad. We're going to go for hold on to the ball and see what they do. We don't have any guards, so we can't knock these guys over, so I think we're going with a similar formation. And I think we're going to put the ball onto Benedict. But we're running out of players rapidly, and his players are coming back, so it's tough times. Okay, this is interesting now. So obviously he can put a couple of guys over here, but he can lean his team this way if he wants. Probably the sensible thing for him to do is just leave a couple guys here. Yeah, just kind of move over a little bit. But obviously if it bounces in that direction, if he moves too many guys over, that's what like less experienced players will do. They'll move like most of their team over here, thinking, well, that's where the ball's going to be. Then when the ball goes there and you get a touchback, you give it to this guy and this guy's off. But I think this guy's playing much more sensibly. Despite what he was doing early on and the weird ghoul on the sideline thing. Because obviously, had we have knocked that ball loose off of that ghoul, I mean, that could have gone anywhere. It was on the sideline. Obviously, it would have been tough to score, but we were in a much better position player-wise and turn time-wise. Oh, what do you know? It landed on our side. Okay, so what are we doing here, do we think? Shall we do the old one? Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's right. I think we're just doing the old... We gotta come in and get a... No, it's still gonna be a one... yeah, I see the problem. Okay, we just do a 1 dice on this guy. Let's bring you over. Let's go try and defend this, whatever happens. This makes it a lot worse as well that we're trying to pick up with a blitzer, of course. We stay to try and protect them. I don't think it's really going to help. This is that landing there is really throwing off everything. Okay, do we dare dodge back? What I should have done was position somebody here to hand off to. That's something I would normally do. We have to dodge back. Failed the GFI, yet alone the dodge. Okay, that's good. Yeah, see, if you're elves, you make that kind of thing. You run over here, you do a 2 dice block here, you're like, hey, we're back in position. Still, we got the ball. For now. I'm not saying that some guys can't be knocked down. This is already a 1 dice. It's about to be a 2 dice, so these guys are about to fall over, so he's going to get at the ball, but we made it so he couldn't just do it without doing any work. Well, that's excellent. That's not so good, but it's still not bad. I mean, he used a reroll on it. This is only a 1 dice, so this is failable. And this guy's kind of blocking things even by being down. I think he's considering trying to bring this guy into here, but it's risky because he's used his reroll. He's willing to do that though. Okay, okay. It's still only a 1 dice, isn't it? Alright. Alright. If we'd knocked those guys over, we could have tried to push for a desperate fast touchdown, but not feeling that right now. Obviously these tactics would feel a lot better if we had stopped them scoring the first half, because they'd have to get the ball, whereas now they can somewhat just sit back and, you know, like corner us in. I dare say at some point we're probably going to have to rely on some pretty dodgy leaping if we manage to hold on the ball that long. Which is going to be hard because we've lost all of our agility 2 players bar 1. I mean our agility 4, obviously. Yeah, this is the other problem, is he has werewolves. Okay, that's good though. I don't think you used your second reroll on turn 10. Just gonna knock over this guy, knock over the bear. Is he gonna take the wrestle? Nope. You guys better watch out. You might make Cornelius angry. Okay, so we could attempt a dodgy jump up here and see what happens. Perfect. I mean, apart from the fact we're going to get surf next time. Sure, why not? Problem is, I'm gonna have to push him back towards me. Well, we might have to leap out of this. This is not well thought out. We are gonna have to leap through this. Yep. See, when I say we're not playing super well, that is very much an example. I kind of saw that was going to be the case, but I couldn't see a good way. We just need more catches. This team is very hard to play with just one catcher. You need to be able to put assists where you need them, especially when you don't have any guard on the field, and it's being tricky. If we had our guard catcher on, we could have just like leapt him over to here and blitzed from this direction instead, and probably got two guys over here and sideline caged, which I'd feel a lot better about. As it is, he's going to end up here. I'm going to end up trying to leap over him. Not sure what's happening there. We stay here. And the problem is I can't even get a good angle on this to make it so I don't have to dodge. Do have a 1 dice there. If I did that, wouldn't really help anything. Okay. I was thinking about passing it back to the catcher there. As you could probably tell. Yeah, the downside is he has so many players spare. I say so many. Yeah, we have 3 guys out. He does have so many. He has so many players spare that he can afford to leave these guys back, and that is our downfall. We are not able to commit enough players. If he didn't, this would have some potential. He could still got this wolf around the top, but it would obviously be very hard because you're looking at you know, GFIs and no assist and all that kind of stuff. And this is where we would have really liked to have had our interesting. We'd have liked to have had our sidestepping, dodging, blocking catcher. Alright, looks like he's gonna try and wolf this. Probably just pop this guy on the top. Oh dear. It's times like this that make you want to play dwarfs again. It was a nice brief spell of having guys that... okay, no, he's going to do the block with this guy and then leave this guy ready for pickup, potentially. It was a nice spell of having having a team that just didn't crumble constantly. Well, okay, that doesn't really stop us doing a ridiculous plan that we have. In fact, it potentially aids it. That doesn't stop it being a ridiculous plan, though. Can't really afford to do that. Werewolves run just too far. Let's see. So... why can't these guys be like elves? Aha, they can. Well, the idea was, if we manage to knock him down, we can get on the wolf. Or even if we don't, maybe we just try and dodge around the back, but... we were kind of asking a lot at that stage. So we're going to make him roll some GFIs at least, maybe something will go wrong. And both our guys have jump up, and he can't really get many guys over near the ball. And by many, I mean any, really. Wow, okay, this is brave. I mean, I can't complain at him succeeding rolls here when, you know, after we pulled that turn off, sort of. But you know, what you can do is give yourself a chance, right? And when you don't have any catches, you just gotta use what you got, which is blitzers. So he's gonna be looking at a 1 dice. With 2 GFIs here. Oh, Benedict leveled up with that as well. That's nice. Okay, so here it comes. Okay. So I think what we have to do here... 1, 2, 3, 4... Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... I think we can get in. Now what I have to make sure to do is make this a blitz, otherwise we're going to be very sad. And we have to stay. Cred where cred's due. When you do roll over 3, they do they do their work. Hey Filch, you have come at a time of an interesting game. No Skaven involved, I'm afraid. Let's see. So how many catches do we have? Just the one still. Okay. We really needed that guard guy. He's got more turns than I'd like to have given him, but honestly, the fact that we scored is a miracle, so I will take it. Let's just go with this and see what happens. I mean, miracles can happen, and we did score. And I really didn't expect that, so maybe maybe we can pull off something dramatic here. Maybe they'll fail to pick it up. Oh, there's our first miracle. Okay, we did kick it almost right to him though. Oh, it's the Skaven that are making this happen, huh? This game is great, but it's also extremely painful. It is complicated on some levels. It's complicated because of mostly because of all the skills that everybody has. So the more skills that are involved, the more complicated it becomes. Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to think if it's more complicated than Mordheim. It's definitely not more complicated than Mordheim, the board game version, but I think the that is more complicated. I think the video game version is different. I mean, I know it's different. It's different though, and you can kind of play it more easily. You can make, you know what? It's complicated to play it well, in fairness. Which I would also say about Blood Bowl. You can play Blood Bowl, but you will get horrifically slaughtered if you don't know what you're doing. And sometimes even when you do know what you're doing. I would say that the random elements of this game are a lot more punishing when they go wrong than in Mordheim. Because in Mordheim, maybe you don't hit for one turn, and obviously that can have great repercussions, but in this game, when you fail a dice roll, your whole turn's over and their entire team gets to go again. That's true. Did you play have you played Fantasy Tabletop? Because that is where the that's where the real complication is. I mean, I love it. Okay, that's interesting. What are you gonna do? Where are you going? Or are you just gonna stay there? I'd rather it be on this guy because he doesn't have sidestep, so if he sideline cages or something, that's better for us. Alright, so what are we doing here? I guess we can't tip our hand too much in any one direction, so let's just do a blitz here, I think. That did not produce anything useful. And we'll just stay where we are. We'll dodge away from you. We'll dodge you back. We won't dodge you back. Getting the stun there is unfortunate. Too new of a player and a heavily profiled lately. Yeah, that's fair. Those are all valid problems. I played Warhammer back like from basically from 5th edition through to 8th edition. But you pretty much have to constantly keep on top of it. And even when you feel like you know what's going on, somebody will have a rule in their rule book that you haven't read that will trip you up. So yeah, it's definitely. I think Age of Sigmar is a little less punishing in that regard, but I think there's still some of that. So, and it is the most expensive hobby ever. That's the nice thing about these smaller games. I mean, the guys are still expensive, but you only need like 11 of them, or not much different with more time either, is it really? Okay, we need to make our attempt on the ball this turn, because he could go in next turn and only leave us one turn, which is not enough for us. Yes, Total War Warhammer 3. I am very excited about that too. I'm a Chaos Dwarf player back in my Warhammer days, so the fact that they're supposed to be coming into the game is very exciting. I mean, honestly, all the new stuff is cool, but Chaos Dwarfs have not seen a lot of love for a long time. I also need to play I got the Beastman expansion they just put out, but I have not played it yet. I need to play that. Because Beastman is another another army that I have played a lot. They might do. They might bring in the Horned Rat, because they did bring in hang on a sec, let me think for a second here. You get up. You get up. Good job there. I guess you get up. Don't really want to get you up yet, but if I don't, I'll get you up. Oh, I wasted. Well, you know what? That would have failed on the other guy as well, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter, but okay. So now all we need to roll is a 3+ here. Hang on, that's not where we want to go. And then a 3+ followed by a 5+. Oops. Blitz. Leap. Oh, well, that's not the 5+ we were looking for. Do we follow? Yeah, we follow. Okay, you've been using mods that allow either recruit of any race or... Oh, interesting. But yeah, to what you were saying, I feel like the Horned Rat might come because the other Greater Demons. I know he's kind of like a sort of not official old time Great Demon, but he kind of seemed to. He's hovering in the Greater Demon area, right? Or the the Chaos Guards. So I feel like he might pop up, maybe a DLC or something. What are the boy, it's been a while now. You had the Great Horned Rat, and then what were those guys that they brought in for the end times? My brain is not officially non-official. Exactly. I'm trying to remember what those big. It's been too long. I've been out of Warhammer for too long. They kind of seem like avatars. Yeah, for the Skaven, they had like a bunch of monstrous, kind of Great Horned Rat-esque, sort of Greater Demon-looking guys, and my brain is not processing what they were. Vermin Lords. Thank you. Yeah. I could see those guys coming in. I don't know if they'll go full end times, but there's so many end times units that would be cool. Obviously the end times sucked in the sense that they killed the world, and I don't like that. But some of the stuff they brought in for it was pretty cool. Yeah, they had like a bunch of options for that. Oh, bye Benedict. KO'd is better than injured. Is he gonna just stall it this time? He did stun this guy, so he probably will. Oh, interesting. Can you get back? Oh, maybe he's gonna score in the end. It happened only once. I can totally keep holding grudges. Although, in fairness, they are bringing back the old world, so that would help them a lot in making me not hold the grudge. It sounds promising as well. It sounds like they're keeping the scale the same. Oh boy, our guys just don't want to play today. Look, this guy's been lying. Oh no, I guess Valentino came back in, but the other guys have decided to stay out. Alright, so the only way we're going to score here is by making a little hole, and, well, first we need a riot. Then we make a little hole, then we run through. So that is the plan. You are going to be on pickup duty. You're going to be up here, and you're going to be there. Yeah, exactly, Chaos Dwarf. They're maybe not quite so known for their grudges, but it's got to be deep in there somewhere that they hold them. Is there anybody else we'd rather get this? No, probably not. Oh dear, terrible. Okay, Cornelius, this is your chance. Level up. Okay, or just get yourself hurt. It's been that kind of game. Yeah, the downside to this game, if you haven't played it, Filch, is that you spend an hour and a half playing it, and sometimes you know you're going to lose pretty early on, which is maybe a bit defeatist, but you kind of are still stuck in it anyway, so you just have to... You're basically playing for the other person's benefit. Which is much less enjoyable as well when they're not a friend, so it's just a random person that you're suffering through. There's days where you don't know why you play it because it can be punishing like that, but there's other times where it goes right, where it's beautiful. Come on, double one that. Oh, he did double one it. That's the way. Well, at least he had a horrible last turn as well. Yes. I pretty much always PvP Blood Bowl because the AI, you know how there's a few issues with AI in More Time and Necromunda? The AI on Blood Bowl is not even, there's like 0 challenge. Oh boy, we just rolled a 1 for our money. So yeah, the only way to get an actual good game is to play real people, which comes with its positives and negatives. Valentino MVP'd. But other than that, not much to talk about. We had that one good little score, but it was always kind of going against the tide. It was always likely that they'd be able to pick it up and get in there again. But we did what we could. We leveled up Benedict, who is getting block, I guess. Yeah. Hang on. No, let's get him guard. Let's go outside the box here. I keep complaining about not having any guard, but we have guys with access to guard. Having 2 guards, I mean, it puts a target on his back, but let's face it, this whole team is a giant target. And then I don't think we're gonna. I think we're gonna hold on to Bartholomew because he's competent. He's slower now, but he's competent. But Rafferty. Oh boy, I guess we replace Rafferty instead, huh? Yeah. I think that may be the way to go. You know what? Just in honor of Filch being here, we'll do something very Skaven. We'll call him Ratifi, and we'll make him the exact same, and it will be the Skaven infiltrating the team. We'll see if that brings him a bit of luck. So Rafferty has become Ratifi, and hopefully he will be our new superstar. Only time can tell. But yeah, there goes all our money. How does that make a record? I almost don't want to look. Okay, if we get one more win, we'll have a beautifully symmetrical record. Watch him die the first round. That would also be very Skaven. The closest thing he is to in this game, though, is a gutter runner, stat-wise. So I'm going to assume that he's going to be a gutter runner, which means that he will be slippery and score 1,000,000 touchdowns. But only time can tell. And nobody will notice because they'll all think it's just Rafferty. We can hope. Alright, well there we go. That is that game. What time is it? Okay, it's probably time I should disappear. Filch, it was nice chatting with you. I hope some Skaven come for, or some more big Skaven come in Warhammer 3. I am very much looking forward to that as well. I'm kind of looking, even though I don't like demons, I'm looking forward to seeing them. And obviously Kislev will be kind of cool. But yeah. I will see you for the next one, everybody. And yeah, bye for now.